This is your Nexus. Look at all these systems. I can join or migrate every single system with every single system in this tree. Let's have some fun and let's do this demo in dark mode. You see the Nexus Chameleon can change colors like any way you want. So now we're in dark mode. Let's migrate data. So I just press the migrate data button. Just pick any source. So any system will migrate to any system. Let's go with the source of Postgres over to Vertica. And now, what database do you want to pull it from? What schema? Where do you want to put it to on Vertica? Let's go with that. When I click here, notice the check marks. I can uncheck, and now everything that's got a check mark is going to move from Postgres to Vertica. The tables exist. I'm going to drop them. Here's the utilities for these two to move. I'm going to go with ODBC export, but I can pick bulk copy on some of these tables. Hey, I don't want the employees table. I just exit out. It's gone. All I do is hit execute. The Nexus brilliantly converts all the Postgres tables to Vertica tables. And once it does that, it builds the load scripts and it starts moving that data like nobody's business. There it goes. If it turns green, everything worked perfectly. I can hit the green check mark to see the log, so if it turns red, I can see what's happening. But everything's going perfect here. Let me show you an even easier way to move. I'm going to open my MySQL tree. There's the database. And I'm going to right-click on my SQL class database and say move to Vertica. Let's move it over. It just picks the target. Now see, I've already got the source taken care of. Let's go to Vertica and we'll pick the database and the schema we want to move it to and click the tables that we want. Unclick any ones we don't want to move. And we're good to go. Bingo, blue arrow, those tables will be moving right there. Now, some exist. Let's just start fresh dropping them. Now watch this. I'm going to show the converted DDL. So some customers just want to convert the DDL, move it to Vertica, the tables would be empty, but that's how fast Nexus does the conversions. Now, I'm going to move this, but I'm going to save this project. I'm saving it. I'm going to give it a name, MySQL to Vertica on the server. So I'm going to actually run this on a Nexus server. This is my Nexus PC that sets everything up. But when I come up here to the top and I go, hey, I'd like to move that on the server server says, okay, what do you want to migrate? And I go, on that job I just had prepared earlier, that was a successful test. And it says, which one? I've got thousands of them in here. We test all the time. That's the one we just set up. And now I can schedule this to run at any time. So now it's running through the conversions. It's getting everything set up on the server. It's ready to go. And now I go, hey, I'm going to schedule this. We'll do it immediately, but I could have scheduled it once daily, weekly, monthly, anything. It's now running from the source of MySQL through the Nexus server at high speeds and onto the target of Vertica. Now prepare yourself to be amazed. This is going to come back quickly. But I'm going to type in the word customer_number at the top here. And now the tree changes. It shows me every place. Oh, this is done already. So this is just done in sub-second time. That server move. Now, look at this. This is where Vertica is. This is where customer number exists on Teradata. This is where customer is on MySQL. Every system, it'll show me which tables have customer number as a column. But this is a live tree. I'm going to right click on the Vertica customer table and it brings it into the super join builder. I right clicked and said super join builder. Now, I'm going to join it with a table from MySQL. I just drag it into the super join builder and it goes, these are the way we'll move things. And I say, I want customer number and customer number to be the join condition. Now it says, there's the tables. I just click on one column, customer name. The SQL begins to be built. I want phone number. There it goes. Now I want everything from the order table. The query is ready to go. And now I'm joining a Vertica customer table with a MySQL order table. And there it is. Notice we are in book mode. I'm going to change this back to the normal mode. So Nexus allows you to put the answer set anywhere you want, to join anything with anything. It's simply amazing. I'm going to save this join. I could share it with friends. So you could pass this to every business user out there, and they're doing federated queries. And now that I've got it saved, watch this. I ran this on the Vertica system where I moved my SQL table over to Vertica. That's the hub. I'm going to do it in my PC. Nexus will query both of these tables separately, bring them back to the PC, join them in memory, and look how fast that is. That's the future. Federated queries across every one of these systems. That's the way you use the Nexus. And now I don't even have to put it in the superjoin builder. I can just come out here and say, you know, when I come in the morning, I want to run these. Look at all these federated queries I've done before. I just right click and say execute. This is one I did on a larger insurance table. It's got a bunch of tables in it and it runs it. That is done. Now I'm going to do the one we just did, Vertica and MySQL, and here we go. It runs, and there it is. That's Nexus for Vertica and all systems.